against TA. Have we seen that before? I think we've seen that before.
Ursa seems really weird. They have Centaur to disengage, they have Bane to sleep him and grip him. Not amazing against TA either. I mean, it counters Phoenix, but that's pretty much it. Seems like a weird pick. Like, both these heroes do not do well against TA.
But I don't...
5 seconds remaining.
Fury swipes level 1. If you look at it as like level 1, 2, 3 TI, and then...
How does an Ursa lane against a 4 Centaur and like a 3 Phoenix? It's going to be so hard for him.
Yeah, I think he's just going to get mass harassed.
Yeah.
Like, Phoenix got buffed in the landing stage. I think it was the fire spray that's double damage. It was 10 to 20. So it's just such a different hero. He's just pretty annoying to deal with.
I'm really surprised by this Ursa pick. I feel like it's not very effective.
I also don't like Ursa.
Radiant team ban.
6 attacks.
Yeah. And then also when you're...
TNC did ban the Ember.
I liked it.
Worse than Ursa.
Need like that.
10 seconds remaining.
Right now they need some lockdown as well.
Why?
He hasn't played a Storm in this major so far. Having a look through, there's Lone Druid.
How does Alk do?
And there's an Invoker. Those are the other things that Kuala
I mean, Alk is... I don't think it's amazing against TA, but if you get it to mid game, it can be quite strong. But laning phase is not that good. But then again, Warcraft is not good.
You're saying that TA is broken?
No.
Denies are broken. Laning stage is too important in Dota right now?
I don't think TA is broken. It's just like Koiqua's hero pool doesn't really fit to fight against TA, I think. I think there's quite a lot of counters to it, but Koiqua does not enjoy any of these heroes.
I think that's fair. What you guys are saying.
It's really like, kind of cocky even.
Radiant team pick.
I got not.
Ursa act. I don't.
Alliance is onto something here.
Ursa acts Wyvern against. Last. Juggle would have been really.
TNC Predator.
Venom.
Venom.
Oh.
I guess the Jug ban makes sense then
Makes
too.
a little bit.
So they put the Venom middle against the TA.
Yeah, that's pretty bad in the early levels, I believe. But then, you know, Venom doesn't lose against anything once he gets levels.
Yeah, level 3, 4, I think you start to kind of do well against TA.
10
There's
seconds
Battle Hang on
remaining.
Gale, and then...
Yeah, I feel like they might do that, but like
5 seconds remaining.
What is TNC looking for? Team fight, faces void, let's go.
Choose your hero.
Yeah.
OMG.
I don't understand either of these drafts right now.
Very weird picks.
Yeah.
They've waited for a counter to appear and then picked the hero that doesn't, in theory, do well.
Wait, is it mid Mirana or they swap lanes a lot, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, yeah they do.
I'll say the viewers win this game. None of these teams win.
Yeah. I don't think either of these teams win.
Okay, so this is a boxy Ursa.
Yeah, he's usually playing it.
And a Koiva Mirana, okay. So Mickey will take the Venom.
It has to be a Venom mid. Like, there's no way you want to match up the Mirana against.
Well, good news, guys. You're experts in this game, and therefore have to make a prediction right now.
Yes, CSJ, what do you think?
I'm flipping my coin real quick.
Yes, okay.
Well, oh man, I'll just go for Alliance.
Okay.
Yeah, and I just love Venom right now. It's my favorite hero, and when I see it, it just always does amazing. As long as he doesn't get absolutely destroyed middle, I think Alliance will win.
Yeah, I think Timber's just... Why would you pick into an Ursa go Alliance? Alliance.
But no, you got to pick that one. You're cursing us again.
Okay, no, he said Alliance.
Swap Black. He's cursing us.
Swap Bulldog. He wants TNC to win.
Oh my goodness. 3 people decide for Alliance again. So that's that. What can we say? It's either panel curse or panel genius. Let's find out as we head into game number 2 and bring in our commentary team. Gents, can you do me a favour and not go with Alliance just for the sake of, like, we don't get 5 people cursing the poor team?
Venom's a pretty good hero, but he's versus Centaur, right? Isn't Stampede's pretty good here?
Yeah, there's ways of getting away from the fight, you know. I believe in Gabby as well. So the Timbersaw pick seems a little weird, but Gabby had a great game 1. He might be doing something crazy in game 2.
Is this all like all 6 of us all go for Alliance and then Loader comes in afterwards and kills us all?
I did like Alliance's chances in the last game too. I just thought it was...
Right.
I don't know. I mean, we'll see what's going to happen here.
No, if you hadn't worked it out, it was from Bulldog. Anyway, gents, it's all yours.
Thank you very much, Red Eye. Yes, this game 2. So it should be an exciting one. We're seeing some big changes up in the drafts, in terms of picks. The Gabby Timbersaw coming into play, which I'm looking very much forward to. The Boxy Ursa. We'll see what he's able to do with that one. As the panel said, there's a lot of reasons why the Timbersaw could have a tough game. But last game, TNC, they had a game plan. They came into something different then. They came in sort of the Cuckoo Shaman. They knew exactly what to do, and they were able to walk away with it. So I don't think you could be too quick to doubt TNC's strats this time round. I think they may have something else up their sleeves.
Did the panel run away already? By the way, it's a Ursa mid.
Was that something you feel that the panel's going to like or dislike?
It's a matchup I've seen actually the Ursa win, but I think overall TA wins that lane.
I feel so. Because, as you say,
it's just about the last hits. Like, you can threaten kills with the Ursa, but the last hits is one thing that's a big difference. And Armel he's a really strong laner, and it's like is Boxy used to playing the mid lane? Definitely not. I mean, he is a like a really high MMR player and all that, but I don't believe that he plays too much of the mid, even when he's playing pubs.
So why are Alliance doing this? Is this to take the Ursa away from one of the side lanes, which could be a worse lane for him, or?
I'm not sure, because the Ursa's great versus... It's like the best hero versus Timbersaw in the game. That and Monkey King are the 2 dominant heroes versus
it's good against Timber, it's good against Centaur.
I'm not sure, honestly.
Oh, I mean, Alliance, they are going to get first blood.
Wow, that's off to a good start. And the thing is, I'm looking at TNC and, like, Egg is countered, right? Yeah. The Egg, when they're playing with, like, Mirana and Ursa, it's going to be really hard for them to get the Eggs off. Yeah. Timbersaw also is going to have a bit of a struggle time versus, like, Ursa, in particular, even in the mid-game. Axe as well, great hero versus Timber.
Yeah, there's a lot of good disable and there's good magical damage from Alliance's lineup. I mean, you know, this is why the panel was very much like Timbersaw as the 5th pick. It's a bit of a surprise.
Yeah, and Veno overall Veno's been winning a lot of games here. Like, sure, there's a Stampede to get people in. Cuckoo might actually just die to auto attack.
Getting blocked off by Tiger. As long as Tiger can keep up with the body blocks, Cuckoo can't quite make his way around.
They've got another Hunger in a second.
Oh, he's gonna be hungered, and is that gonna outdo the damage? No, he's okay. Yeah, level 1 hunger.
Yeah, he's got tangos.
Yeah, he'll be able to out-regen it. But yeah, this mid lane, I don't think this is gonna be fun for Pop.
No, I don't think so either. Like we were saying, I'm pretty sure Ursa can threaten kills if he gets like a very successful first 2 waves, but Armel's already dominated the first 2 waves.
And I mean, Armel had a he was playing on top form last game, so if he continues to do so this game, this is going to be a very hard mid for Boxy.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, they didn't want to put the Mirana mid, but they want the Veno in the off lane.
Maybe Mika just didn't feel confident taking the Veno to the mid against Armel. Maybe they feel that this was a lane that, you know, they sort of respect Armel and they say, okay, this is the lane that we're sort of sacking out of all of the 3 lanes.
Yeah. I mean, Boxy's starting to catch back up.
Side lanes.
Yeah. I'm not too sure. It's a bit strange.
Oh, let's see. Let's see if it pans out and plays out for Alliance.
Boxy's eating a lot of side blades. 7 of them in a row now.
He's already had to pop 1 salve so far.
The big thing is when he gets boots, and then he has to go for kills. Yep. But
you just run at the
he's getting dropped way too low from these side. Again, just got hit by 3 or 4 of them. Ninja Boogie's found an invis too. He could actually just set up with a kill here.
Well, let's see if they can catch out Boxy. What has he got? He's got the level 1 brain sap as well, so that extra bit of burst.
If he gets hit by like 1 or 2 more side blades, I think also Ninja Boogie's setting up for a courier. He's probably like, this Ursa's low. He's going to bring a salve out.
You would imagine so, but Boxy isn't as it is for the most part. Yeah.
But the top lane and the bottom lane are going fantastic, at least for Alliance at the moment. And Ninja Boogie's probably like, where the hell's the courier?
Yeah.
They've actually given it to Koifuk since he got first blood. He's actually going to have an extremely early phase boost.
Oh, the courier's coming from bottom lane. So Boogie might not see it.
Oh, it's going to upgrade. He sees it for a second, but
he's not going to get it.
It's going to fly. But it's not the regen that came out for Boxy, just those boots.
Okay, so even as you say with the boots, you're going to want to play more aggressive. When you're at half HP, maybe not so much. Boxy's got to wait up on the Tango regen, and that was his last one.
They can threaten kills on Gabby bottom when Quakefa has phase boots. He's got level 2 reactive armor, but now the damage actually starts to hurt a bit. Once they've got Arctic Burn, they might try to go for this. Still a bit of a tough kill, but at least to try to pressure this. But yeah, TA is having a fantastic time in the mid lane.
So this is what we expected.
Yeah. So they're threatening Gabby right now here. But Gabby's got triple mango and 10 stacks, so can actually go for it.
Now we're looking on our top lane. What's up?
Oh, okay.
Closing the gap. Quakefa will end up getting that kill onto Gabby, as you say. And top lane, if they can get Tiger, they'll dive forward. Fire Spirit's on him. A couple more stacked up. But Tim's stick charges are there for Tiger. That will keep him safe. Survives. Okay, comes back in though, and Cuckoo, he's able to get in range for the Hoostar for sure. They might not get Tiger, but they get Mika instead on his Venom. Moxie.
He's threatening the kill.
He's trying for the outplay, but it ain't going to work. Arm out. Turns around with a quick hit. And, I mean, Boxy going for the all-in play there. Was already losing the lane. Tries to get the kill. Ends up giving away a kill.
Bottom lane again, though, with these early phase boots picked up on Quakefa. Do they have the damage follow-up? He has an arrow if he can connect. He doesn't actually commit forward for it. He ran out of mana. Quakefa's farming really well. At least on the Mirana. Veno also having an okay time. But this Ursa's going to have massive problems in this game. Like the panel was saying too, the Ursa's gotten nerfed quite significantly. He has an okay time versus the Timbersaw as well as the Phoenix, but besides that, this game could look to be problematic versus Stampede. They've got the disengage.
So we'll get out with the TP. But yeah, Bob, on this Ursa, it's just a hard hero to get back into a game with as well if you really suffer the starts. Continuing to just play super aggressive onto Armel.
He's got a lot of stacks
up. He's gonna get him. Tower. All the jukes though. Armel, can he do it? He can't.
There we go.
Boxy gets the kill. All right, just running at the TA.
You got to be ruthless. You have to just try to commit for the kills. He's gonna have phase boots. He's actually back now completely in the lane.
I mean, it can catch the TA off guard. You know, may not seem like you're taking damage with a refraction up, but boy, are those swipe stacks beginning to build up.
Exactly. All right, Boxy. That's huge. He's almost level 6. He's got phase boots. Just as I was saying, you know, it's the cast occurs.
Level 6, phase boots in 6. You can go for that sort of play even more, sort of.
And they could do the Alliance special, right? We just saw the TA TP back to the mid lane. I actually saw Insania looked like he was lingering around mid, but decides to want to secure top. Thought he might just go for the mid play again on the TA, because we've seen them do that like 5 times in this tournament already. They kill mid and they go for the kill again.
Lane, diving in, Cuckoo. It's a Hoostar pop, will be kept alive but long enough to get the double edge off by the Nightmare from Ninja Boogie, but Alliance, they're just collapsing in on them.
Tim's
Splinter Blast, bringing him down low. One more right click from Insania, finds his second.
And Ninja Boogie too, they've got a Gale in 2 seconds.
They're hunting him down with the wards placed into the trees.
Dire's top tower.
He finds the path.
TP. Yeah, he'll be okay, just outside of the night vision.
And now there's TPs coming in.
Mid lane though, Boxy.
Not this time.
Yeah, tries once more for it, but with the traps down, it's a lot harder to get away with these plays. As every single time there'll be sort of that catch out. And in fact, top lane Alliance, they may have got away with aggressive plays, but now they've actually stuck around a little too long. Insania will blame it on the lag. They will lose both. Oh! Cuckoo actually hesitated on killing that, so Insania got the chance to get a Splinter Blast.
Ninja Boogie walked back. I think he may have been like ticking down low to the Veno Gale. Okay. I think he wanted to get denied by a teammate, but all right. This is a crazy start to the game. 7 minutes.
Getting crazy.
All right.
Very close.
Like the panel said, the viewers are winning. Now rotation coming in. Armel, double rotation from the supports.
Tiger, he's got the call. Boxy should have the damage, and Armel falls again. Alliance showing us, you know, so we worried about the Ursa mid, but Alliance, they've certainly done their homework. They've got a plan.
The Orb of
putting
Venom
into place.
The Orb of Venom he bought at the start, it's putting in a lot of work. Because he got those early phase boots, and Armel, he had his brown boots. They can always close the gap on top. And bottom, Koikfa is still continuing to farm very, very well. Timbersaw's done good, but...
Tiger actually getting the call off. Tim's, he held on to the dive for a very long time. That's going to cost him his life. He had the dive available, but he allowed Tiger to walk up to him and get the call.
Did he get 2 spins as well?
I believe
just
it did,
the Phoenix hitting him?
One person hitting him. That was a RNG on the side of Alliance. They'll take it.
All right, Ursa's level 7, TA's level 7. Look at that. Foxy's still quite behind in the net worth, though, in comparison. We have Treads Aquila finished on the TA. Only phase boots on the Ursa, but that's the nature of the matchup, right? Ursa, he's going to commit for kills. TA is going to be able to hit the creeps.
You have no
Right.
They've got Stampede.
They want to get him. We've got the setup, and they will surely have the damage, and they do. Koifa can't quite leap out in time. The nightmare there from Boogie.
And now Gabby's going to be the one that lanes versus the Venomancer. It's a Timbersaw versus a Veno.
Okay. Hob's going to have to duke this one out. Well, it's going to be Hob. Bird coming in to burn down.
He's trying to get the angle.
He's trying to chase Gabby. Chakram not quite got the range to connect onto the Veno, so Big K will be able to walk it off. Trying to make these early movements. Gabby moving up to top, getting himself involved, trying to find the opportunity to use his early game strengths, but won't have enough control.
Yeah, if he's in a lane that's just away from the Ursa, this Timbersaw's got like free reign, free control now that he's got the max reactive armor. Bottom. Do they have enough damage? No, I don't believe so.
Do the numbers check out? With the infused range drop, they certainly don't. Koifa's able to keep himself alive. Need more than just the 2 of them if they wish to go for that sort of setup onto the Mirana.
They got him low though, and he does not have any regen, and the Shrine's not available, so Koifa, he's actually going to commit forward to try to get the bounty rune. This could cost him. There's no mana actually on the Centaur though.
Go for me.
Google will get that one.
See in the jungle though, Tiger. They're getting Tims again.
They're trying to take the stacks too from this TA.
He's going to be there to protect it though. Looks towards Tiger. Boxy, he's on top of Tims, and post-dive, Tims has nowhere else to go.
Invisibility.
With the rotations, Gabby will secure the majority of that stack to make sure that Alliance don't have another chance of invading and taking it away.
Invading is the name of the game though for Alliance. They want to make sure they can try to get on top of this Templar Assassin. Since they took the top tower so early, they can just keep tabs on those Ancients, get the wards down. It is going to get dewarded quickly, but they were at least keeping tabs of those stacks. And then Senya.
Gabby.
And Senya will take at least a good chunk of the XP from those Ancients from the TA and just bother him a bit. Give him a couple pokes. Fox is going to have a good timing on the Blink Dagger though as his Ursa mid.
And if he can continue to find himself involved in kills, he will close that gap between him and the TA's farm.
Yeah, definitely. Arveno is rushing a Spirit Vessel versus that Timbersaw as well as versus Phoenix. Very good option in this game. Then they actually have the kill threat that they can go for on Gabby. I wonder if Gabby's gonna... I think he'll probably still rush the Bloodstone, but having a Eul's or a Lotus in this game could be really, really useful. The Eul's versus the Axe in particular can be very nice, and also for himself to get rid of that Spirit Vessel charges when they do inevitably come out. This is the Veno build we've been seeing a lot of the time lately. It's like this Spirit Vessel into some like mobility item.
Radiant are scanning.
Cuckoo. Star needs some harassment bottom. They might try to commit forward here, but he's got a Vanguard.
I feel like we're seeing this more nowadays as well. Has this sort of become the default way to do the 2 items? You know, in the past it was very much get the Deso first, so you could sort of speed up your, you know, the time it takes to clear Ancient stacks. I feel like more recently we are seeing TAs just prefer to get the Blink first over the Deso.
I think I've always liked the Blink personally because it gives you survivability too, because your refraction.
You got that escape.
You know, you've got the escape every time. If they don't break the refraction, you can get the Blink out, and you can set up for kills on squishy supports in the back lines. They've got the curse. They've got the arrow follow-up. It actually gets tanked by Armel.
I like it. Armel there jumping into the front lines, blocking the arrow and getting the kill. Koifa's dead.
And now Insania is dead too. Can he get to the high ground? He will, but do they have a stun? They've got a ward.
Who stopped as well for the low ground. I mean, that was a beautiful play from Armel.
And now Mickey getting chased out. He's dead.
TNC, 3 kills up and down the map. Just like that. Armel.
That was like him farming. He was just farming Ancients there, and he just got given a kill. 2 kills even.
So yeah, bumped him up to very close to having his first of the 2 Mithril Hammers on top of the Blink Dagger. Have a bit of action like that, and this is going to be a very scary TA. Boxy has got his Blink now. So now, whereas the TA is going to be looking for creeps, Boxy can start looking for heroes to keep up.
Cuckoo. He's pretty tanky still. He's got that Vanguard, like we were saying. But yeah, now with this Blink Dagger that the Ursa's going to have, the Armel also with his Blink, even if the Ursa commits on you, if you have your refraction stacks, you can just blink out. How's Taiga's Blink Dagger doing? He's doing okay. Still a bit far away from me. He actually gets the catch on Tims without it. Okay.
With the damage from Boxy, he can easily get in place. And
Tims is getting very greedy with his dives and his positioning. That's 4 times now.
Yes, it's 4 deaths indeed on the Phoenix. Tims has got to be careful about this feeding.
Yeah.
They need him. They need the Supernovas in the fights to sort of put off these heroes like the Venom, the Ursa, and the Axe. All heroes that want to really get in on the front lines. And
it's just important that he doesn't give gold to this Axe. Like, that's so many times that Taiga's gotten a kill setup to further get that Blink Dagger, especially just on the Phoenix.
Yeah, at the point that Taiga has a Blink, just him and Boxy can go around the map and kill whoever they want. A Blink cool and the Furious Flights from Boxy. That'll be an easy picking as Boxy's now looking towards the mid lane. Ibuki did show. He's starting to search through the trees. A hard kill to find though with a Nightmare available.
Deep dive if he wants to.
Maybe they can wrap back around with the Moonlight.
They've got this ward.
Yeah, they will see Boxy.
Sentries are placed down already.
There's a lot of alliance here. They're going to try and go for this with the Fiend's Grip down straight away. They find themselves the Wyvern. Boxy jumps forward. The Nightmare holds him back for now. Arrow comes in. The Supernova successful. Boxy held in place. Gabby cuts across with the Timber Chain and picks up both of the kills. Double kill for the Timber Saw as Alliance just grouped up, going into the high ground again like this when they are not aware that sentries are down. They can't rely on the Moonlight Shadow that heavily. They've got to know that TNC are going to be prepared with the wards.
Yeah, and just, I mean, walking into high ground is always a scary thing like that. Like, when you're playing versus a Phoenix Lamp too, they saw them too with the ward. They saw 3 heroes and they still tried to make the commit forward. And they don't have a great way to actually stop the Fiend's Grip. Once Fiend's Grip happens, if they don't have the Axe with the Blink Dagger, which it doesn't have yet, or the Curse in position, it's gonna be a successful Fiend's Grip the whole duration.
They just can't do that. They can't get sort of that false feeling that they're invincible when they're invisible. There's every chance that TNC will still see them. Armel. 100 gold, and that Desolator will be done on top of the Blink.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It will be incredibly scary. We saw Lina looked very hot last game, and this game has TA certainly gearing up to give us a similar performance.
He has to have quite a performance though. Like, Timbersaw is a hero that's really hard to gauge in any type of games because you don't know how his scaling potential is going to end up being. Like we saw yesterday from J-Storm, Moo had that incredible performance on the Timber. This time it's like a TA as the solo carry with a Timbersaw as your other kind of carry. So Armel has to have a very successful time in this mid game.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And Gabby's going to be claiming a tier 2 bottom. Just cutting the creep wave.
I mean, this Timbersaw that we were sort of worried about in the draft, it's only dying them once.
He's avoided the Ursa the whole time.
They just haven't sort of ended up in a situation where he's sort of head-to-head with those favorable heroes. Tims, again, getting caught out, but this time he gets the egg off. Backup is there, the grip as well. Armel with the damage, looking for Quaifa. Quaifa does have to leave. The trap comes out. Can they chase this man? They'll jump forward. He's got the Moonlight. Sunray burning him down. Another leap comes through. Quaifa trying his best to escape. Can they finish him off with the Sunray? It's bringing him low. Trap out as well. They've got him. They get Quaifa.
Oh, Tims this time with the bait play.
He turned it around that time round. He said, whoa, you think I've been an easier kill earlier on in this game? No, I was just pretending. This time, I'm going to outplay you all. And he certainly does.
And it's It's starting to become that snowball factor that you want with a TA. Exactly. And they're playing versus an Ursa lineup who you ideally want to be able to get that Roche. Now Armel finish up the death zone. Halfway to a third of the way toward that BKB.
It's going to be quick timing mid lane. Against the Bane, but that's all the plan for TNC. Throw Ninja Boogie down there, and then Alliance, they ain't going to look over to the pit, or maybe they will. Not in time. It's already gone. Aegis into the hands of Armel. TNC claim it.
Is under attack.
As you say, really hitting the timing, and ever so important to get that this game. But Tiger is in with the call. Buyback comes out for Ninja Boogie. Gabby quick to turn as he'll burst down the axe. Foxy, he's in trouble. Armel, Gabby looking towards him. That's a double kill for the TA. I mean, Tiger may have seen an opportunity to just jump in like that, but it was by a shrine. It's into a team that's just picked up an Aegis. You're not gonna come out on top of that sort of jump. You're gonna end up losing another fight. As that is more fortune, Gabby. A couple more Bloodstone charges, he'll take that. Sonya does manage to TP out.
He's up to 18 already, huh?
Yeah. He's having a great time. He's playing this perfectly. But Gabby, he only died once in game one, and this game, keeping it on par again. Only the one death on the Timbersaw.
And Mika hasn't found an opportunity to actually get any Spirit Vessel charges out of all this. He just keeps getting chased out. He wasn't actually in range to get one there either. And Koikfa, he's had this phase Maelstrom. He had a pretty okay time in the bottom lane, but a couple deaths added up. And Boxy, even though, you know, Boxy, he did decent in that mid lane. Sure, the last hits was not there, but he got the kills.
He showed us that he can get the kills.
Now he's just completely hindered. He's bottom 5 net worth.
You do not want to see your core Ursa as 254 on the KDA at 90 minutes. This is not a game gone to plan. Sure, you got the blink, but after that, if you don't find kills, it's just so hard to sort of get that next item on the Ursa. As he's even, yeah. You've got to make plays with Tiger, and you've got to hope that you're catching out TNC alone.
They might. I think they might need to get BKBs pretty early, just because of the control that comes out. Like the Centaur stomp.
That's true. Yeah.
It's even like a nightmare. Just any of these type of things to people to protect the egg, which has happened a couple of times for Tims. It's going to be important for Alliance to try to itemize versus that. And they've been slowed down so heavily. Like you see, like the Mika is just farming jungle. Koikva's taking safe farm. He's not wanting to play aggressive. It's like this trio of Insania, Boxy, and Taiga trying to make plays. But their space on the map is limited because there's two tier 1s still alive. They can only play around the enemy jungle, and TNC, they're completely aware of that. They're putting the sentry down.
Yeah, they're super prepared every time.
Now they have the Veno coming through. Armel blinks aggressively forward.
Straight at the Fiend's Grip, hold down Tiger. We cancelled by the Winter's Curse. Armel has got the back. You know, there's 4 heroes here with the Stampede. They're ready to force Alliance out of the jungle. Jump forward. Tiger caught out by the Hoof Stomp. Alliance, as you say, in that one place where they're looking to make the plays, they just can't get them off successfully. TNC just a step ahead of Alliance each and every time.
Yeah, they're super ready for that. Like the bounty runes are coming up. They know that this is the one place that Alliance wants to play around because, as BSJ will say, it is bottom lane's the dead lane. There's not anything going to be happening down here. Koifa's just going to be farming some safe farm, but the playmaking for Alliance is up top. TNC very prepared. And again, Mika unable to get any Spirit Vessel charges. And he's showing himself in the mid lane. Cuckoo, no hesitation, jumps forward. Does he have any follow-up though?
He's got the dive forward. They'll try with the Supernova, but Mika is already out of range with it. Quick with a 4-star for the ult, he'll be fine. They know that there's no Supernova now, and Alliance want to make a play because of that. Tiger and Boxy jump in, look towards Cuckoo. Cuckoo gets the stomp off. The Sunray healing him up a little bit. Is he actually going to survive the battle hunger? Surely will finish him off, and it does. Cuckoo falls, but Gabby's already taken down the Venom on the backlines in response. A call comes out from Tiger, but Armel's down on the high ground with the damage. Tiger's going to fall. Ninja Boogie will survive. And again, Alliance, they're just throwing heroes in.
They feel
nothing good's coming out of it for Alliance.
They feel kind of like, I don't want to say entirely lost, but like Koikva's just farming this entire time while his team's running around making plays. And this is not a game where it's like Mirana can go like solo. I mean, you can do a decent amount of damage, but there's ways to close the gap.
I mean, this is, you know, he's going for this Mjolnir, but Armel, he's got the money for the BKB. This TA a huge trouble.
Yeah.
As you know, so the highlight for Alliance this game was when we saw Boxy able to kill Armel a couple of times, but as the game goes on, it really doesn't matter. One's a TA that had a free farm lane, and one is an Ursa that got a little bit of a break with a couple of kills mid, but that's it. He's an Ursa. He's half half the net worth of this TA at 22 minutes in.
Did the Courier died during all that too? I was like, where's the BKB for the TA? I think it was actually maybe coming out or something, but looks like it did die during all that.
He's got it on the Courier.
Okay.
So we'll have to wait a little longer for that. So that's something. Maybe Alliance can make something happen in these 2 minutes. Oh no, I said no. He didn't get on the Courier. He's got it brought out to him.
Okay.
By a teammate. So
Gabby.
he's got the BKB armor.
Gabby's so tanky.
Stun onto 2. Gabby, the burst down the Venom, won't quite get it. Again, Boxy being held down. The Winter's Curse will control the 2 of them. There'll be a buyback from Tiger. Looking to get in position. They'll burst down the Aegis and take down Ninja Boogie. Alliance, can they get more out of this? Can they kill him a second time? Tiger jumps forward again, has the cool control, but the BKB's already out from Armel. Cuckoo jumps in with a Who Stomp. They've found Boxy. Boxy protected by the Wizards at the Golden Embrace. It doesn't matter though. Gabby has the magical damage to kill him nonetheless. Ult comes out onto Gabby. Gabby Timmer changes the way. Still watching from the side. Tims, do they want to get back in? Tims dives forward. The egg is down. Alliance, they've got to get out of there. They have to run. And they will be able to get themselves away from the egg.
TA scaled up too. They might want to try to commit forward here, but Quake actually has to heal.
Tiger actually jumps up to the high ground. He was trying to go for the control onto Tims, but Tims kept the distance. He had the Sunray down trap as well. Tiger will try and deny himself to the Ancients, but Cuckoo had double edge to secure the kill.
And Gabby respawns in time to get that Bloodstone charge too. That was a great curse setup there from Insania for his team to try to get that comeback. They also get some Spirit Vessel charges onto Mickey.
It's a dieback from Tiger though. Tiger tried to die back to really turn that fight around, and he did initially, but ends up eventually still dying nonetheless. And now they're pushing forward mid. TNC.
They can't get this one.
Barmel's a little too low.
Yeah, Venom Wards and Splinter Blast is still quite a lot to defend.
Hard game for Alliance.
Yeah, it really is.
A lot is on Quafer to do some magic on the Mirana.
He needs a BKB next. Yeah, he has this. He's this glass cannon right now, but if he gets hit by any single stun, he will more than likely die. So he has to go for this item. He's actually queuing up the Manta next. That could be a little bit dangerous. I guess he wants to just be that super carry, go for a little bit more greed. 7k cold lead, 11k experience. How's our Dota Plus? Dota Plus is also 67% for our SEA brethren.
Well, we got Tim's. He's basically got the halberd complete.
Yeah, he catapulted forward in farm in the last few moments.
Gonna make the fights pretty much impossible.
Ooh,
for the Ursa.
2 big items now being delivered for Gabby. He picks up his full pipe as it was waiting for the courier, and has now the Yules to deal with that Spirit Vessel. They're getting mobility items too. Now we see on Cuckoo. He had the Aghanims queued up and he switched to 4-step. I think it's a good option whenever you're playing versus Veno, just to get any type of mobility possible. We also see Armel queuing up Hurricane Pike, so any little ways to be able to either Hurricane Pike and Ursa away from you, or just get on top of that Venomancer and Mirana.
Alliance, they've got to make some sort of big coordinated plays, the 5 of them. It just seems that this game again, I would not say that the TNC draft is a better draft. It really just is that TNC are playing that much better than Alliance today.
They got, I mean, the lane setups were also interesting, right? They had the Timber versus the Mirana down bottom. Gabby farmed a lot. Even though he died once or twice, once at least, he was able to get a good chunk amount. And this is actually pretty significant too, is now Armel, he's level 20. So usually we see the Meld armor reduction, but the Dispel versus the Venomancer is fantastic. Being able to get that Gale, get rid of all that annoying poison. These little things add up. And overall, the warding game by TNC has just been a decent amount better than Alliance this game. They constantly have this deep vision, while Alliance, they've been limited on their side of the map.
Tiger. The Graham onto Armel with the arrow. Oh, straight away, Cuckoo jumps forward. The arrow does connect. Can they kill him in time? The Sunrise hitting him up, but it won't save him. They kill the TA. It's a big one for Alliance. Can they get anything more? Jump forward from Boxy. He's got the lockdown onto Cuckoo. That's a double kill for Tiger. They can get anything else. Tims. TP away. But Alliance.
The arrow from downtown from Koikfa connecting onto Armel.
For the first sizable victory in a team fight there for Alliance we've seen this game.
I'm glad Koikfa switched back to the BKB.
Yeah, he needs it badly this match. One sort of disable and this Mirana just gets destroyed.
Yep.
We'll see once again this play here. Tiger getting the grab.
Cuckoo almost actually tanked it too. That was really close. Yeah, more than enough damage and more than enough lockdown to not allow that TA to get BKB or refraction off.
And this is, this is what I'm saying. That, Alliance, we know that there is more that they can show. You know, we've seen it before from them at this LAN. They can absolutely get it together and go off as a team. Up until that point, I just felt we were not seeing it this series, but Alliance certainly showing us that they still have it in them today.
And Axe
to pull out the team movements.
And we're seeing that Axe is still such a beastly hero. Like, as soon as he gets Blink, as soon as he gets a couple calls, you see the significance of what this support Axe can do. And now he's got a full blade mail on top. Because he got, I think, what, did he get the last? Yeah, he did, right? He got the 800 gold from killing Armel.
Tiger can get those calls.
It's going to be everything for them, for the team
but
fights.
The wraparounds coming in from TNC, they're immediately looking to strike back on the high ground.
Is under attack.
Like, they have Wyvern Curse and Axe Call. That's their two big team fight abilities to really keep people inside.
They're going to lose that Wyvern Curse as Tiger, Insania is caught out. And see Stampede being used to try and close the gap for more.
We'll see
The eyes on Mickey, Gabby. They'll continue to chase. They do have the Yule Scepter throwing him up into the air. Got the Moonlight. They've got the Dust, though. Dust is out from Tim's.
They've got Gem on Gabby, too. Ninja Boogie bought one earlier.
They've got all the vision in the world. Mickey will try and hide. There's no escape from TNC as Gabby picks up another Bloodstone charge, back up to 18. Playing Boxy trying to get away with a bit of solo push himself, but Halberd will keep him off. Gibby's done for Quakefer. Roshan's up, we'll see which side's able to get it there.
There's no Veno for 60 seconds. If TNC makes the immediate move, they could actually look to threaten it.
Take the Rosh very quickly with the TA.
Yeah, it looks like they're actually going to do so. I think this is a really good move.
I mean, can Alliance do anything without the Veno?
He's their big control, like the big like control of the area, not like the lockdown like the Axe and the Wyvern.
It gets
the one
them out of the pit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't think they can contest this one by any means.
They've drawn the lines towards the pit Alliance. They do have a Winter's Curse, but yeah, as it seems, they accept the Veno. This is not something they can do. And this will allow the Aegis and the Cheese to go to TNC. Full Hurricane Pike done on Armel. Then Cuckoo.
They just get Boxy.
Oh, that shouldn't have happened. But it did. We just saw it. Boxy just pushing out the lane on his own a little too low, and he gets comboed by Cuckoo. That's a painful loss there for Alliance.
TNC can go for this tier 2 now. This Wyvern is in position for the Splinter Blast, but all of TNC are in there, and they're looking to cut the back lines. You see Gabby trying to get a Yule set up onto somebody.
TNC, I really thought for the most part, just like game 1, they had a plan for this series, they had a plan for this match, and it's really working out, and it's a different plan. You know, so the Timbersaw 5th pick, nobody would have expected that.
Especially not into Ursa and Axe.
Not at all, but Gabby, he's having a fantastic game. He's 8-2-6, he's getting all the farm in the world. Tiger, let's get the call, get the follow-up setup with the arrow. We'll manage to catch out Ninja Boogie up by the bounty rune.
Tiger's like the big saving grace, at least for the last few moments.
Yeah. If he gets a good call, the fight can absolutely still go Alliance's way. But he has to find that jump. Him, or at least the Winter's Curse to set up a call.
A lot of pressure on this Axe. Quakefer's going full glass cannon after BKB2. He queues up the Daedalus.
Okay.
And he just needs to get all the raw damage possible during the one real control that they have in the game is the Axe Call.
He's being used as Gabby.
Gets the Yules.
He does. He's able to chase down. They've got the stomp as well. He got the ult off, so he has that damage reduction. Winter's Curse as well. Ooh, will be enough to hold back the TA and allow Boxy to TP back home to the fountain.
Gabby's got no fears, though. He's just walking in. He knows this Ursa's pretty underfarmed, so...
He's massive at level 24.
Yeah. Full BKB, Yules Pipe, all the tools to deal with this Ursa if he tries to come in. And Boxy still not even committing for the Bastion. Needs to go for BKB.
Buying himself the Bane. Doing a good job of picking up Ninja Boogie time and time again, but Gabby's going to be there with the punish. They use Tiger up into the air. He'll try for the TP out. Is the burst enough? It actually isn't. Tiger will manage to get out. I thought they'd have it there, but they didn't.
And Quakefer comes back in and secures the last hit on the tower, too.
All right.
Like we said, the Axe, he's the key.
Oh, the game where it's all deciding for Alliance. They have to step it up if they wish to hold on here.
It is a wild game so far. Will TNC having firm control overall. They continue their 8k lead of about a 12k, 13k experience lead as well. You might have to see Quakefer switch his item. He did go for the small crit already, but there's already a butterfly queued up on Armel. He doesn't know that yet, but once he sees that one, Definitely could cause problems for that Mirana. Kuku getting close to that Aghanims as well, that damage mitigation. It's going to be really important in this game. Like, he's gotten the 4-step for that mobility, but now the Aghanims, like we were mentioning, Alliance's team fight, it's a lot about just like getting the call and killing somebody during it. They get an Aghanim Stampede during it, and then they all get their BKBs off. It's going to be really hard for Alliance to really take that engagement. Boxy's just trying to get any. They're even like they're securing their Ursa's farm top. Look at this. See, Axe and Mirana both sitting behind the Ursa to make sure Boxy can get a basher in this game, so he can actually be that relevant force.
The grip. Immediately from the low ground, Ninja Boogie just grabs Mickey. Oh, not enough. I feel like I've said this a lot this tournament, but Mickey doesn't have buyback.
Oh, he does not.
He does not have buyback. The rest of the team needs to do something huge. The arrow comes out, but the Nightmare will be there in response, trying to keep that TA safe. Boxy tries to commit fully, but there's a supernova down. Boxy's got to try and get the egg. He will fall. No, he doesn't. He can't kill the egg off. Boxy's dead. They have managed to at least take the Aegis away from Armel, but they lose Tiger, Mickey, and Boxy. Tiger buys back, but TNC, they're more than happy to stick around, as there is no Mickey. Tiger going for the smoke play.
Tim's just so high level. That egg takes so many hits.
Look at the jump. He gets the cool onto the two of them. Arrow is going to come out. They'll jump one on Boxy. They want to kill off this TA. Can they do so? They can. They get Armel, but Gabby with the magical damage. Boxy's bursting over. Cold Embrace and force to the side. They're keeping Boxy safe now, but Gabby, he's ready to go straight back in. Boxy has the ult, trying to turn towards Gabby. Gabby controlling in the timber chain, keeping the distance. Kuku comes back in with the disable.
Gabby's dead.
Gabby won't fall though. Koifa, it's a triple kill. Koifa, it's an ultra kill. Alliance, they will not lose the game today. They wipe TNC, cost them some buybacks, but Alliance, it's not over yet.
This game's insane. Look how much damage Koifa did in the fight. Having that small crit, just not getting focused at all in the fight either. He gets the BKB off when they try to get the initiation on him, and he just stands in the back. It's all the damage in the world. Oh my god.
Exactly when they needed it to happen. It looked like everything was totally breaking apart for Alliance.
The BKB, before Kuku can get the stomp up on him, he leaps forward and then he focuses the supports. He's like, alright, Tims, you're mine. Ninja Boogie, you're mine too. And TNC just overcommitting a bit too far here, trying to go for all these kills. They lose their gem. They lose a significant amount of momentum as well. And now Koifa, he's got a full Daedalus. And now he's also got a DD. And they're looking to set up for plays. Him and Taiga. The saving graces for Alliance, just getting the plays.
That game, the series, the dream for Alliance could very well have been over in that moment. But they pulled it together.
Now they've got a BKB on Taiga too, and he's been finding the calls. He's been finding the calls, and Koifa's been finding the arrow follow-ups. Look at that swing.
A big swing. One more fight like that, and Alliance can become back on top of this game.
Dota Plus still favoring TNC by a significant margin.
Alright, this in terms of the buybacks, how many people ended up using their Alliance? It was just the two, Tiger and Boxy. But still, it's sort of a 6-minute period where Alliance do have to be careful. As I'm sure Alliance will not want to let the game get that close again to sort of danger territory. Incredibly risky there for Alliance.
Yeah. TNC are waiting for Kuku's Aghanim Scepter now, just some way to try to protect versus all this damage that can come out if they actually get this call into arrow follow-up onto the TA, as they've done several times now. It's been like 3 times or 2 times that I've seen in the engagements. Even though Mick is dying, they're getting the control.
And they've got to protect Armel.
Yep.
They as long as he can move around the fights, TNC in a pretty good place.
Yeah, they only have.
Hasn't happened the last couple of times.
They only have what, the 1-4 step on TNC to try to get his positioning better.
Just on Kuku.
Just on Kuku. And it's hard also versus Axe. That's the one thing about this hero that's always just crazy, is if he does get the call, like, you can't literally force-tap your teammate to get out of there because you're facing into the enemy team more than likely.
Alliance, they're looking for the aggressive play with the Moonlight Shadow. Wrapping around towards the mid lane, Tiger looking for the lead in.
They can just spam the Moonlight Shadows now as Koifa is level 25, so very little downtime, only about seconds. Armel's got full butterfly now, queues up a Hex of his own, just trying to get that instant disables for his team, because they don't really, they have Kuku who's in an instant disable. such a close game now.
Doesn't have TNC. They are starting to push this bottom wave back round towards the barracks of Alliance. We'll wait and see if they do really want to try for a push before Roshan, because Roshan may be respawning within a minute.
Alliance is preparing for that too. You see the wards that they're placing and the positioning of their heroes.
I think neither team really can afford to, try and go for too much of an aggressive play before the Roche fight is over.
TNC's got a lot more prepared on the bottom side, just looking for a fight rather than looking for that Roshan fight. They have a TA though, so it's like that kind of gives you free ops wards in a way. You see the TA actually plants 4 traps bottom so he can push it in if they need to when they go for that Roche contestation. And they're actually going to smoke up and try to catch. They seem to know where Alliance is.
I think they know that, Alliance isn't poking around on that bottom lane at all.
Yep.
They're going to be around Roshan. But sort of as the time goes on as well, Alliance, they're going to be aware that TNC are likely to be on the hunt around the pit. They get themselves away. They're reading the map correctly, Alliance.
Who's got
Boxy's sticking around. Boxy, he shows...
Who's got the gem? They've got sentries on Ninja Boogie. Can he get it?
Ooh, they got him! Oh, they did! The scan hits, they're straight in, and just as that TP was about to end, they get him, and Roche
respawns. And Ursa has no buyback as he committed for the full basher.
His buyback was still on cooldown.
Oh, it's on cooldown. True.
It was still on cooldown from the defense.
Very true.
Yeah, TNC. The man down, and it's like, because it was on the timer, TNC will be aware that the buyback isn't back up, so they know that they can go for this Roche, and this is going to be the third Roche that TNC have got. They've been getting every single one this game.
Double
Stampede. This is the refresher shard.
Yeah, double Stampede I think would be huge for them. I think that's the option they should go for, just to protect the TA.
Yeah, absolutely, with the Ags on him. If the Ags wasn't there, maybe the TA, so you get double VKB, but yeah, as you say, with the Aghanims on the Centaur, double Stampede, that is so much sort of uptime on the defensive plays that Cuckoo can pull out. Now with the Crimson Guard too.
He's going to take it. Yeah, he does take it.
You got to give it to Cuckoo.
I thought maybe because his inventory is a little limited because he's carrying the gem and he's the frontline hero, but I think it's just too important to be able to protect your TA. As we've seen time and time again, Alliance, they were able to get those setups onto Arma with the call into Arrow.
No, I mean, is it better to have the gem on Cuckoo than Gabby then?
I don't think Gabby has slots for it.
Well, he doesn't need the boots, does he, with the Timber Chain range?
He was putting, putting them down.
Yeah.
But, like...
I guess Cuckoo's harder to kill.
Yeah. He switched it to they gave it to the Bane now. It's just like the problem is like when you get to these later games, it's like you want your items.
It's a big thing to sacrifice the sake of your build.
But you 100% need either dust or I think they even should have a dust on somebody. Like on Tim's, he should maybe just be carrying one instead of a TP inside the fights, because I've seen so many times, or even just sentries and place them during the fight, because I've seen so many times this level 25 Mirana, the Moonlight Shadow just becomes...
Late game invis is surprisingly powerful.
Yep. Bounty runes come up. We also have the 40-minute mark, so those double runes going to be coming out in play, so map control becomes even more important.
Interesting one in for Gabby. He's queuing up the Aghanims this game on the Timbersaw, so no sort of hex or any sort of further lockdown from him. Just going for the more damage, the double chakrams.
Yeah, most people do. Whenever we do see Timber, it's
at
just
this sort of point of the game.
Yeah, it just adds such an insane amount of deeps, and he's got the Bloodstone charges still to kind of like sustain it. He still has 15. If he had less, it's like you don't really want to go for that because you can't actually sustain the mana. Even like this, it's a little bit hard. But very significant versus that Wyvern. So Tim's is going to be really hard for Alliance to kill before he can actually get the eggs out, and his eggs are going to be pretty significant with that level 20 being hit. The extra stun duration if it does pop. Such a long BKB piercing disable.
Got that money for the MKB.
The Moonlight Shadow again. They have the one ward. They did see Tim's for a second. Tim's. This time will be safe and Icarus dive out early.
Imagine we'll see Quofa hold on. Make sure he always has buyback gold.
Yep.
Rather than going straight in for the MKB completely. He can pick up that Demon Edge.
He hits real hard though, but he is a very squishy Mirana.
He is, yeah. If they get on top of him...
If he doesn't get that BKB off before a Hoof Stomp or before what looked like a Hex was being built...
What sort of save did Alliance have? The Cold Embrace at this stage, it's not amazing because there's a Timber. There's so much magical.
But Cuckoo does get the smoke broken. He's got the axe, cuts through the trees. Won't be able to find him though.
I mean, is there anything else that sort of Alliance's heroes around him can build to protect Quaker if he gets jumped?
I mean, what, they have a Force on Veno, they have a Force on the Wyvern and a Glimmer Cape.
Yeah, and they're going Lotus sometimes.
And they're going Lotus. Yeah.
So Tiger's going to have that for him.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Not the craziest, like, I mean, it can protect a little bit, but...
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that don't care about the Lotus. I mean, they don't care about the Lotus, they don't really care about the Cold Embrace. That is sort of the problem for Quake.
Yeah.
TNC have a lot of ways of killing.
Did he commit? He committed for the MKB. He also had buyback.
Okay, Tiger. He's going to get yours done. Mickey comes in the midst of it all with the ultimate there. They do have armor with the BKB moving forward.
Gets the BKB, the sleep into BKB. Actually able to not get hit by the arrow there.
Yeah, didn't get hit by the arrow, and I believe the Nightmare also helped him dodge the ult as well.
Yeah.
From Mickey. But as you say, this is a little bit of a dangerous... Oh, no, okay, because, yeah, you're right. He's got the money for buyback.
Yeah, he is buyback.
So everyone in the game has buyback, apart from Tim's. Only man a little short of the gold at the moment, but everyone is prepared. So we've seen a few situations where Alliance's players have sometimes been without buyback. I'm sure this time around, this game, they are going to keep themselves always in a position to have that second life, especially with how the last fights have been able to be turned around with those buyback plays.
TNC only have 30 seconds left on their Aegis. They really wanted to try to force the issue. We see Gabby, he was top, pushed in top lane, ports mid, pushes out mid lane. They want to try to force the issue here with this, what, 23 seconds. Armel does have buyback and boots to box if he wants to go for that play. He does get caught.
Trying the racks here. He's going to get caught. Joseph comes out, the arrow comes through. He does get stunned up. Can they get on top of him though? They're trying to step forward, but they can't. Rest of TNC keeping Alliance push back.
They know the Aegis is going to go down in a second. Alliance.
Can they time it? They jump in. They get the swipe stacked up. Aegis is still there for now. Stampede as well to get Armel out of range of the call. Tiger can't quite grab him, and TNC get the melee racks and they get out.
Alliance was trying so hard to make that play on that Aegis timing. TNC, this time they do disengage instead of overcommitting and overstaying. See sometimes happen. Double runes, invis, and a regen. Armel was low. It's actually a pretty thankful regen. He's got so much gold on this TA too. Hasn't committed for an item. 9,000 gold.
No, and he has got money to buy an item and have buyback.
Yeah. He might just still be maybe deciding if it is really a hex game.
Is it a hex game or is it a nullify game?
Yeah.
See, there's TNC. Let's put it out by the ward.
Cuckoo's
not wanting to make the jump though.
Nah, Cuckoo's not the hero they want to go on. They want to start the fight on the TA every single time.
And then that refresher shard as well, Cuckoo. So
bounty runes. Look at Ninja Boogie. Okay, looks like he was trying to bait somebody onto that bounty because he was actually just sitting on top of it invis for quite a while. He's actually gonna walk into these heroes. He has a gem too. He sees them. His invis is gonna be wearing out soon.
TP is coming through from Tim's.
That's a ward down. He's keeping tabs of them.
Only the two of them. Yeah, he says, guys, we got to get up it. Alliance, they have two heroes here alone. Boxy, he goes for the TP out in the trees. He'll make it. Quaitba's still around. He's not. He has got a TP. He's got a BKB and TP. He's got a BKB. TP, get out of there. The grip is there. The second stampede, wasn't it, as well, that allowed Boogie to close the gap.
And to cut the trees. They popped that second refresh. They popped the second stampede to get on top.
Shot on Cuckoo doing it from across the map. He was chilling mid. He hears the team say, we need that stampede right now.
But now Cuckoo, there's a lot of damage coming through and he's isolated.
The stomp up onto the Ursa. Gabby is here.
They're protecting him.
Cuckoo's going to be fine. The Sunray's going to heal him up. Tiger has to pop the BKB and run away because Armel and Gabby are hot on the chase. Tiger will get back up to the high ground. Now for TNC, the next goal is forcing out this buyback from Quaker.
Yep, they're sending Gabby down bottom to push that wave in too.
Gabby again, he's
are they spending gold?
He's 7.
There's 11k on Armel. 7k on Gabby. What are they gonna buy? Where's the courier?
Armel.
It's not buying anything.
Oh, Armel's getting jumped. Got away the Nightmare will buy him some sort of safety. Alliance, they're trying to go in there to the buyback for Quaker. It comes out. Tiger's dead for 110. He's got buyback as well. We'll use it. Boxy trying to commit onto Armel. Armel, Hurricane pikes himself back. There's the jump forward. Mickey's trying to get in, but he's been disarmed. Mickey will die. Tiger gets the call on 2. Boxy committing as well. There's a supernova on the sidelines, but they've killed Armel. They've killed Ninja Boogie. The supernova ends up stunning through the BKB, holding down Quite for Cuckoo and Gabby. Do they have the damage to kill Quite for? Another lead comes into play, but Armel's there. Jump forward. Cold Embrace will not save Quite for. Quite for is dead for 2 minutes. No buyback.
That's what Armel was saving for. He wanted to get the bots play back into the fight.
Now Tiger gone as well.
And they may have done it.
They may have just closed it up at TNC. No Tiger, no Quake for 2 minutes pretty much on the clock, and TNC certainly know that. As in they go down the mid lane. Now they'll say we'll spend our gold. Armel, he's got the Hex sending it over to him right now.
Making sure he has that second life is pretty cool though, having the bots play to come back into the fights. He was saying it could be an option, and he does use it.
How much can they take it? Can they take the game? Drop forward straight away, looking for Mickey. Mickey's going to be set up in the air. Gabby surrounds him. Mickey in trouble. They'll pop the BKB. He's able to get back. Boxy falls. He's got to buy back himself. Still just over a minute.
The 2 important heroes are still dead though. The Mirana and Axe have been the saving grace for Alliance, and they're dead for so long. They've got a glyph to stall.
TNC, I mean, surely they want to just go for the game here. You really want to play, say, Boxy? Comes forward, the Winter's Curse holds back the 3 of them. Gabby pops the BKB, jumps forward over to Boxy. Boxy BKB enrages himself. Backs off, but the Sunray is burning down his Sania. They've lost the wife, and it's only Boxy and Mickey left as Boxy's trying to retreat, but Armel jumps forward. Boxy's dead. 4 dead on Alliance now without their buybacks. The Dagon's getting picked up by Gabby in celebration.
GG.
As GG is called, TNC take the game and take the series 2-0 against Alliance.
And the panel curse continues as they all went for Alliance, but TNC, they got these lane setups that they wanted. Everything went, like, there was like these few moments where Alliance, they get these great calls from the Axe, the great positioning from Koikfa too, but